was dealt today by Finnish President Stubb. In an interview with NBC, he said that if the United States is against Ukraine joining NATO, then Ukraine will not join NATO. The political context is clear. Trump, whom the alliance's Secretary General Mark Rutte publicly called Daddy, dictates terms to the whole family. Another curious episode is the handshake between Macron and Erdogan. The Turkish president grabbed the Frenchman in a Trumpian way, turned him in the right direction for a photo, and did not let him go for a long time. Macron first tried to break free, and then began to grab Erdogan, as if trying to hug him. Well, that is, the big guys, the United States and Turkey, are teaching little Europeans big politics, right in public. After the failed NATO summit in The Hague, where Trump left the Europeans to deal with Russia on their own, the leaders of the old world gathered today in Brussels to figure out what to do. Macron was an hour and a half late and looked noticeably disheveled. And everyone unanimously says that Russia has learned to live under European sanctions. Available data confirms that the supply of sanctioned goods through third countries has increased by 111% this year alone. European cars continue to enter Russia through Kazakhstan, through Armenia, through Kyrgyzstan, Turkey, and the United Arab Emirates. Economic indicators are also stable. The ruble is strengthening, and the growth rate of Russia's GDP exceeds the growth rate of European countries' GDP. Well, that is, 28,000 imposed sanctions have failed to turn Russia into a gas station. So, the British are preparing for World War III. The Daily Mail writes that residents of the United Kingdom rush to the stores to buy canned goods, drinking water, electronics, and essential goods. They stock up for weeks, even months. The most anxious people buy weapons and hastily build underground bunkers. The demand for building personal fortifications is growing. Manufacturing companies note that the number of people wanting to burrow into the ground has increased 10 times. This is despite the fact that after the start of the conflict in Ukraine, the demand for bunkers has increased by 300%. The cost of a bunker starts at $35,000 for single people. For $215,000, you can save the whole family and build a more spacious bunker for 8 people. And luxury options for the richest are full-fledged underground apartments with a billiard room, bar, and cinema. The Daily Mail also tells which regions of the planet will suffer the least in the event of a third world nuclear war. The publication suggests escaping to Australia or New Zealand. The fact is that Prime Minister Keir Starmer announced the purchase of 12 F-35A bombers from the United States at once, worth $110 million for each. Only they are capable of carrying American tactical nuclear weapons. Now, pay attention to the screen. Zelensky's presence has become less noticeable compared to previous years. Even the black business suit that Zelensky put on for the first time since the start of the Russian special operation did not help him. Of course, everyone laughs and makes fun of him. But in Ukraine they analyze this in all seriousness and provide a scientific basis. Diplomatic protocol expert Natalia Adamenko explains that sometimes you can say more with clothes than even words. Perhaps this is possible, but Zelensky, as we see, definitely could not. And, of course, they reminded him that he promised to dress up in a suit when he wins. But he put on a suit when Ukraine lost.